Who doesn't love animals? They're adorable and can be quite entertaining until they decide you're their next meal. Imagine the chaos when an animal goes on a wild rampage. I know you enjoy watching dramatic animal battles, so I've put together a collection of intense animal encounters caught on camera. Let's get started. Number 1. Leopard on the loose. In West Bengal, India, an unexpected and terrifying event took place when a leopard went on a rampage. This wildcat, out of nowhere, started running through people's homes and attacking anyone it came across. Local residents, shocked and scared, formed a mob to chase the leopard away. However, their attempts to capture the frantic animal only made things worse. The leopard fought back fiercely, causing serious injuries to over 35 people. One man almost had his hands bitten off, and many others were severely hurt. The situation spiraled out of control as the leopard dashed through homes and even entered a school. But thankfully, the students were safe. The terrified villagers, realizing they couldn't capture the angry cat on their own, had to wait for wildlife authorities to arrive. This terrifying ordeal lasted for almost 11 hours. When wildlife officials finally reached the remote village, they managed to capture the leopard. And just so you know, this leopard ran away from the cage once again a few days later. Guess he doesn't like it in there. Number 2. Mad goat. In another bizarre incident in Brazil, a stray goat caused chaos on the streets. This rogue goat followed an elderly woman walking along the road. When she tried to shoo it away, the goat became aggressive and head-butted her, knocking her to the ground. The situation escalated when the goat also attacked a man who came to the woman's aid. The goat seemed completely out of control, attacking anything that moved. Eventually, authorities arrived and managed to capture the goat, putting an end to its rampage. Number 3. Deer gone crazy. This happened in Texas, and the whole incident was caught on the home's security camera. Now, for the most part, deer are seen as calm and cute animals. But trust me when I say they have their fair share when it comes to acting crazy. Take this deer, for example. He probably didn't like how the homeowners were enjoying a nice afternoon. The way it jumps and breaks the glass is kind of funny, but then again, the deer could have gotten injured. If you notice, it seems the deer was actually injured, or maybe just too shocked to move. Number 4. Angry elephant. Despite sometimes being gentle, elephants can become aggressive and cause chaos in public areas. In West Bengal, India, a large elephant wandered into the town of Siliguri, causing chaos and panic. The elephant, which had strayed from a nearby forest, seemed frightened and confused as it entered the busy town. It went on a rampage, destroying dozens of homes, crushing cars, and ruining motorbikes. Despite the extensive damage, fortunately, no one was hurt. As it moved through the town, it disrupted traffic and destroyed property, causing widespread fear among the residents. Wildlife authorities intervened by shooting the elephant with a tranquilizer gun. Once sedated, they used a crane to lift the elephant onto a truck. It was then transported to a wildlife park where domesticated elephants are kept, hoping to eventually return it to the wild. Number 5. One angry buffalo. In November 2021, a buffalo went on a rampage in China, injuring at least 8 people. As it turns out, the buffalo had escaped from its owner while they were moving through the city. The buffalo was pulling a cart, and while the owner was unloading some items, the buffalo managed to free itself and ran off. Lost and confused in the city, the buffalo first crashed into a woman sitting on her scooter at a traffic light, knocking her over and nearly trampling her. It then went on to injure 7 more people before breaking into a store and causing extensive damage. Like the proverbial bull in a china shop, this buffalo wreaked havoc. Due to the buffalo's enormous size and aggressive behavior, the police had no choice but to shoot it in the street to prevent further injuries. Number 6. Giant pig on the loose. This giant pig in Malaysia wasn't really having a great day, so naturally, it decided to make it worse for humans as well. The footage was obtained from a barber shop in Malaysia where the pig pretty much scared the people in the shop. They later ran out of the shop, locking the pig inside. Eventually, the pig shattered the glass door and ran away almost unharmed. What a day for these people who witnessed this chaos. I wonder what really happened to the big guy. Number 7. The 7-Eleven lizard. In Thailand, giant monitor lizards are a common and terrifying sight. These enormous reptiles, which can grow over 6 feet long, often roam the city of Bangkok. While New York City has rats, Bangkok deals with these giant lizards. One day, a huge monitor lizard emerged from a nearby canal and walked straight into a 7-Eleven. The lizard caused chaos as it climbed onto the shelves, knocked products to the floor, and made a nest for itself. For over an hour, the store was a hazard zone, with the massive lizard inside. Unfortunately for the lizard, the police eventually arrived with expert reptile handlers. They managed to chase the monster back into the sewer, where it lives. Thankfully, nobody was injured. Number 8. Rampaging rhino in Haldibari village. In the village of Haldibari, near Kaziranga National Park in India, chaos erupted when a rhinoceros went on a wild rampage. The incident occurred during daylight, as the massive animal emerged from a nearby river and charged into the village. Faced with the terrifying sight of the rhino barreling towards them, villagers attempted to fend it off by throwing rocks and shouting. Despite their efforts, the rhino continued its advance, smashing through homes and causing havoc. The villagers' attempts to scare it away proved futile against the determined rhino. When wildlife officials arrived, they came mounted on the backs of elephants, highlighting the seriousness of the situation. Even the professionals from the forest department sought refuge on the backs of larger animals due to the rhino's intimidating presence. Number 9. Wild brown bear rampage in Sapporo, Japan. In northern Japan, a wild brown bear captured national attention with its rampage through the city of Sapporo on the island of Hokkaido. The chaos unfolded over at least 8 hours, during which the bear roamed through residential streets, causing panic among residents who sought refuge in their homes. The entire event was broadcast live on national news channels and streamed online, highlighting the severity of the situation. The bear's rampage escalated as it breached a military base and disrupted flights at a nearby airport. Despite efforts to contain it, the bear managed to injure 4 people before authorities deemed it necessary to intervene. The local police issued warnings for residents to stay indoors after multiple sightings were reported around dawn. Unfortunately, not everyone heeded the warning. Among the injured were 3 civilians, including a man in his 70s, a woman in her 80s, and a younger man in his 40s. The authorities made the difficult decision to shoot and kill the bear to prevent further harm to civilians and military personnel. Number 10. Cow in a hospital. In Colombia, an unusual and chaotic incident took place when a cow ran wild inside a local clinic. This enraged animal stormed through Hospital San Rafael in Antioquia, causing panic among patients and staff. The commotion started in the waiting room, where a few people were quietly waiting to see the doctor. Suddenly, a massive cow burst through the front doors as if it desperately needed medical attention. This angry cow stomped and charged at people, even trapping a group in a corner and bashing them with its head. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured. One woman suffered a few bruises after falling and being trampled by the cow, and a couple of motorcycles outside were destroyed when the cow entered the hospital. Good Samaritans eventually dragged the cow out of the hospital as it still had a leash around its neck. In rural areas, it's not uncommon for someone to walk by a clinic with a cow on a leash. In this case, the cow managed to get the better of its owner. Number 11. Sheep shenanigans by the lake. Now let's turn to a lighter tale involving a mischievous sheep by the lake. This guy was just having a great time fishing and watching nature around him. But little did he know that his sheep had some other plans going on. She knew the guy wasn't paying attention and seized the opportunity. With a sudden burst of energy, the sheep dashed forward and playfully butted the man's backside, causing him to lose his balance and fall into the water. The run after the fall is even funnier, I wonder what got that sheep so mad at him. Number 12. Goat hitting the balls.
These are Cameroon sheep. They're from Africa, and they're actually one of the world's rarest sheep breeds.
This isn't exactly a rampage, but the anger is real. The goat was definitely enjoying the company of the two women. But the cameraman, already trying to cover his, well, the goat saw his chance. And there it goes, a solid hit in the nuts. And by the way, this specific moment went viral, and they even made a special episode about it where the cameraman went to meet his nemesis goat again.
So you're trying.
Number 13. Enraged bull. During a bullfighting event, a new bull entered the ring, but the crowd immediately sensed something was off. This bull looked different, bigger, faster, and stronger. It charged into the arena wall, breaking its horn. Bulls' horns are sensitive, so this must have hurt a lot. The crowd started whistling, asking for a different bull. They knew an injured bull could be dangerous. Despite their worries, the injured bull was brought back, but it wanted out. When it tried to escape again, its horn almost hit the people sitting closest, making things very scary. Officials got worried and decided to switch the bull, but it would take time. Meanwhile, the injured bull kept causing chaos, running through the scared crowd. People were running and screaming, afraid of getting hurt. Some people saw the danger and jumped into the ring to stay safe. A bullfighter tried to help by distracting the bull, and it worked for a bit, to the crowd, hurting a 10-year-old boy. Some brave people managed to rope the bull, finally making things safe. Number 14. Don't see a lion in his eyes. Lions are scary and are very feisty when it comes to marking their territory. This lion was pretty much used to being around these caretakers. However, one of them made a very big mistake. If you look carefully, you'll notice that the guy is looking at the lion in his eyes. And for those who don't know, lions consider it a call to fight. They will consider you an enemy, getting ready to attack them. The zookeeper probably didn't notice what he was doing until the lion attacked him. If it wasn't for the other zookeeper, this guy would have become lion dinner right then and there. Also, notice how the lioness also intervened and was trying to stop her man. Well, that just confirms that the zookeepers are usually pretty good to them, and she knew there was some misunderstanding. We love a lady like that, and thank God the guy was safe. Number 15. Kangaroo is mad. Imagine having a great time golfing with your friends, and out of nowhere, a kangaroo appears who is mad at you for no apparent reason. Something similar happened with this guy in Australia. The man tried to keep the kangaroo away using the golf club, but the kangaroo punched him in the face. As per the reports, other golfers charged at the kangaroo to make it retreat and avoid any serious injuries. Number 16. Cats can get mad too. This streamer was simply recording himself while showing his cat to everyone who joined the stream. I'm not sure what went wrong because the cat went crazy in a matter of seconds. Maybe the cat just didn't like being held like that. Who knows? Anyway, it's pretty clear that once a cat attacks you, it's almost impossible to keep it away from your body. I mean, just look at him trying his best to get the cat off of him.
I'm telling you, she's a better person.
That's just another reason not to have a cat in your house, I guess. Number 17. The raccoon attack. Raccoons are weird, and it seems they can't exactly differentiate between humans and food. Take this video, for example. This raccoon attacked a kid, and while the kid was trying her best to get it off her leg, it just keeps swinging there as if it's some game. The mom definitely came running after hearing the girl scream in panic, and being the hero, she snatched that masked bandit away from her daughter. The best part? When she threw it away. Anything for your kids, I guess, because if it was me who got attacked, I would have fainted right there. Number 18. Another angry kangaroo. At this point, it seems like kangaroos just simply don't like humans. These cyclists were on the track and not disturb any wildlife at all. But then comes this crazy guy who wanted them off the track. At first it seems they are playing with the cyclists, but then one of them simply jumps at one of them. Like, dude, what were you even thinking? The man was probably fine, but the kangaroo definitely got what it deserved. Number 19, the monkey thieves. This isn't some movie scene, but an actual village in southern India where thief monkeys are a thing. These guys just randomly come together and attack the village, taking whatever they want. You leave anything in the open, consider it gone, because these thieves just don't care. And just so you know, if anyone tries to stop them, these monkeys can attack as well. This is probably the reason why no one really stops them from wreaking havoc in the village. They even enter homes and steal from pots, so yeah, nothing's safe from them. Number 20, the bear chase. Man or bear? Well, this isn't the case where you have to choose one, because the man is literally being chased by a bear. At first, this guy had no idea that he was being chased, and it was only a while later when he turned back to see where the sound was coming from. And surprise, surprise, a massive grizzly bear was after him, running at full speed. That gave me many mini heart attacks, and that's one of many reasons why I wouldn't want to be in the forest. Number 21, the bull in the supermarket. This bull had some shopping to do. In Ireland, a bull entered the supermarket and lost its cool in no time. The scenes are horrific because the bull apparently injured 2 or 3 people. Even though we don't have the official information, it's pretty clear in the footage that people were injured. Number 22, moose vs man. In Sweden, it's pretty common to come face to face with a moose because you know there are many of them. But here's the deal. Even though this moose was the one who started charging at the couple first, the video looks more like the man is the one on a rampage. Anyway, the guy was brave enough to scare the moose away using an iron rod only. But I can't help but think about the circumstances if the moose didn't care about the rod. Number 23, rabid fox. This one actually gave me chills because nothing can be worse than a rabid animal. This mum was just standing on her porch when a rabid fox charged at her. The woman in question was a retired nurse, and after getting bitten by the fox, she was scared of leaving the house for many days. Even though she fought back pretty nicely, the fox still managed to bite her on her leg and arm. Number 24, elephant chaos. These people had seen the elephant coming from far away, but obviously thought that by the time it reaches them, they'll get inside their houses. Well, that wasn't the case for all of them, since one of the people actually got caught by the elephant and was run over by it. The angry elephant wasn't trying to be nice or kind, and it was pretty much clear even when it didn't appear in front of all the residents. Apparently, the man who was attacked didn't make it out alive. Number 25. Rhino has had enough. You might never realize how strong and massive rhinos really are until you see one in front of you. This video is probably from some safari park, and there were people in the car as well. The car somehow violated the rhino's territory, and that walking armor was truly mad about it. How big do you have to be able to roll a whole car around like that? Soon after, help was sent for the victims, and thankfully, the angry rhino walked away after that. Otherwise, things could have gotten worse. Number 26, elephant versus rhino. It's no big deal for these animals to create chaos for humans, but they don't really stay peaceful when around each other either. This elephant and rhino had some issues going on, and they decided to solve it with a fight. But the rhino really forgot that the elephant is literally double its size. The walk of shame after getting beaten up was quite a scene to witness. And that's all for today, everyone. What do you think about all these animals going crazy? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.